Welcome back to Sharing a Groove. I'm your host, Rob Carroll. This is going to be part two of the Roosterwalk recap sessions. Roosterwalk 16, of course, a couple weeks ago. On the previous session, we talked about Pop's Farm and this being the home of Roosterwalk. And today, the focus of this episode is going to be the music that we got to take in a couple of weeks ago. So if you didn't check out the previous episode, please feel free to go back and watch that. I haven't been very good at building my audiences. Please, if you get an opportunity, like and subscribe my YouTube channels, my Instagram, also the links within my Facebook. I know it takes me a while to get these episodes out, but I do have a full-time job, kids, family, and so forth that takes priority. So thanks for your patience as I get these out. Maybe someday I will have hundreds of thousands, million listeners, and I can do this full-time. But right now, more of a hobby, more something I'm doing for fun, and want to thank you for joining and participating in this journey with me. So let's jump into this. 50 plus bands over 4 days is what I was able to really be part of at Roosterwalk. And let's just face it, there's no way that we're going to cover 50 bands in a 15-minute session. So I'm going to hit on some of the highlights, some of the bands I came to see, and some that never even heard before that now are part of my permanent playlist. So, and let's be honest, that is really why I love going to these particular festivals, because it gives you an opportunity to see so many live great acts, some that you know, some that you don't know. And that's really the magic, is finding bands and artists that you've never even known and never even heard. So definitely got a few of those in on this. Coming in, I was really looking forward to, of course, Keller Williams, Daniel Donato, Dumpster Funk, Kitchen Dwellers, Mo, Eggy, St. Paul and the Broken Bones. But what really brings me back to Roosterwalk the last 2 years is everything else. So starting in, Magoo. I know I'd heard of them before, but I had never seen them. This was the first time that I had got the opportunity to actually see them play. The weather hit while we were there. Power goes out, and they just go acoustic. And I think it made it even better. They didn't miss a beat, and I think it made it even better. I'd never even heard of Jacuzzi before this weekend, and now they are on my Spotify playlist and within my rotation. Hopefully that group makes their way out west. We'll definitely take you guys if you're listening here in Utah. Let us know if you want to come out here. I'd love to promote you. John Brown's Body. Seen them on the list as the closer for Thursday night. Didn't know much or what to expect from a band called John Brown's Body, but they closed night one with an absolute ton of energy, and definitely someone that I will be looking forward to seeing again in the future. And what I kept hearing all weekend is go, especially from all you East Coast folks back there in that area, go see Holy Roller. And they were right. That set delivered. Loved seeing them. Their energy was off the charts. Another group that, hopefully I'm going to see a lot more moving into the future. So let's be honest. Yarn and the extended family around Yarn, that's really the reason why I come out to Roosterwalk over the past 2 years. That's how I found Tan and Sober Gentlemen. Saw them at Yarnable a couple of years ago, and I've been hooked ever since. And great set by these guys. Definitely take a moment and look them up. Soul Driven Train, if you don't know them yet, definitely fix that. Get on Spotify, find their music, and they're not just a great listen, but these guys are very entertaining in their carnival suits, and they're very, very entertaining on stage. So definitely find them on YouTube. Look them up, and if you ever get an opportunity to see a Soul Driven Train show, don't ever miss that. They are a must-see band. Clay Street Unit. Caught them earlier here in Salt Lake City. I had seen that they were going to be playing with Yarn in April in Fayetteville, West Virginia, and seen that they were coming through Salt Lake. So went and seen them, and actually got the opportunity to meet those guys. The coolest part about these festivals is everything connects. I mean, it seems like everyone has some type of a connection, and particularly within Roosterwalk. Let's dive into a few standouts for me. Isaac Haddon, got the opportunity to meet him last year and see him perform at Roosterwalk. And this year, he was everywhere. He had his own set. He was able to participate in the set entitled Guitar Mageddon. He was also an artist at large, in addition to being part of the Roosterwalk house band. And let me just say, the talent that this young man has and the stage presence that he has at his age is unbelievable. This guy is going places. Definitely follow him, check out his music, and keep an eye out because you're going to be seeing him touring a lot more, and I think being part of collaborations that is going to be awesome. Sam on sax. Now, this is a young lady that has been really, really fun to watch. I've got to see her come up through Yarn, and particularly with Yarnival, as she has been participating with the Dune Dogs from Ocracoke Island, and really has came on the scene. And this weekend, I felt like she really leveled up. And I kept saying it all weekend. I feel like she's having more fun at this festival than anyone here. Huge ovations every time she was done with a song or a set, and that were dedicated directly to her. She put so much energy and positive, fun energy into playing that saxophone. She's multi-talented. She plays guitar too, but this weekend she really dominated that sax, and really looking forward to seeing what happens with her and in her career as she is looking like she is exploding at this time. Caitlin Crisco. This is a lady that we have got the privilege of knowing through, once again, Yarnival, and through the Yarn crew, and with our group of 11, a consensus that everyone wanted to see coming out. I want to say, Caitlin, that Henhouse set with the Roosterwalk house band and that Fleetwood Mac set that you guys did was absolutely fire. No exception to the and looking forward to many more times to see you. I know that I got the opportunity to speak with you at Roosterwalk this year. I am going to find a way to get you here to Utah. I think our fans and our music lovers out here will absolutely love what you bring to the stage. As I mentioned before, Soul Driven Train, Russell, Joel, and that entire crew. I'm never going to be missing any of your sets, and looking forward to seeing you coming up in October. And jumping in, Kitchen Dwellers. I had a conflict. I really wanted to see Disco, but as a big Chris Ledoux fan, I've been following you guys, and you guys have been playing Cadillac Cowboy quite a bit lately from Chris Ledoux. And I was hoping that you guys would play that at Rooster Walk, but you decided to surprise me and do something even better, which was Night Riders Laminate, and doing that in conjunction with Daniel Donato. I know Night Riders Laminate is a Jeff Walker song, but to me, I feel the Chris Ledoux edition of it is the best. It's what I relate to the most, and I was singing along, screaming at the top of my lungs. That Rooster that you did also was fantastic, being at Rooster Walk. It was just a great moment, and really, really enjoyed your set, and looking forward to following you guys a lot. So let's get to it. The main reason why I come to Rooster Walk is because of Yarn. At this point, this band is not just a band for me. They're a reason for a lot of the relationships, the connections, and really everything that I've been able to build with so many of you artists and individual fans out there in Virginia. Last year, Yarn, you played the Pine Grove stage, and I think it was your set where I was like, hey, I love this. This is my favorite stage. And there was a little bit of disappointment, I have to admit, when I was like, Yarn's not going to play on the Pine Grove stage. But there's a reason why. The main lawn, Saturday night, the RW lawn main stage, Saturday evening was packed. I mean, as big of a crowd as I'd seen all weekend for your guys' main set. Aisha Kenyatta, I believe I pronounced her name all right, backing up vocals, her smile and her presence on the stage. Definitely, as a Yarn fan, hoping to see a lot more of her. And Aisha, props to you for everything that you did this weekend, not only with Yarn, but in other sets. that you were with other bands. Once again, Sam on sax, Josh Schilling on keys, just took what you guys normally do in a set and took it to a whole nother level. I have to admit, some of my favorite recordings and stuff that I turn to when I listen to Yarn is involving Josh Schilling and the different sessions that he's participated with you guys in the past. So while we're on the topic, Josh Schilling, what a weekend. If you don't know, Josh Schilling is a Martinsville local. He played all over the festival all weekend. Once again, playing with a lot of different groups. He was also an artist at large, part of the Roosterwalk house band, and ends up winning the Golden Cluck MVP. And this year at Roosterwalk, Johnny Buck and crew decided they were going to issue out awards to different artists for different topics, and being the Golden Cluck trophy. And Josh Schilling, rightfully, you won this, the MVP this year, completely deserved. One of my favorite moments to watch with you, Josh, was during the Yarnard Skinner tribute set, was watching you interact with your wife and your two kids that were standing just off the stage from you. I mean, at one point, you moved the microphone over for your daughter to come and sing during Freebird. I love just seeing the real people and seeing the true people, and you being a father and being so excited to have your wife and kids with you and participating in that was just so awesome. If you don't know about Josh Schilling, he is a fantastic act, especially on keys. Winona is on a large nationwide tour. They are going to be coming through here at Red Butte Gardens here this summer. Josh Schilling is the keyboardist for Winona. Another project to be keeping an eye out for Josh is the Toy Factory project. If you have not seen anything on this, definitely check it out. This is an all-star cast, and someone that I'm looking forward to hopefully seeing if they can make it out west. And that brings me to the closer, Yarn. Closing out Roosterwalk every year with a tribute set. And for me, this is really the highlight of last year's Yarnival and this year's Yarnival. To give you just some examples of what Yarn has done in the past, they've done Yarn Springsteen, Yarn Morrison, Dyer Yarn, Yarn and Roses, Neil Yarn, and this year was Leonard Skinnard, or better known this year as Yarnard Skinnard. And you guys delivered. Guitar duels, huge solos, Aisha once again on vocals, horns, Josh Schilling, Sam on sax, guests everywhere. I can't name everyone that came out. Bobby stepping out from the drum kit to play a frontman and sing was just awesome. And then, of course, just the core. You guys, Blake, Andrew, Bobby, Ricky. I mean, you guys are just amazing talent. I look forward to seeing you every time. I look forward to promoting you. Thank you so much for just a fun and incredible weekend. And you guys closed it out with an absolute bang. Speaking of Yarn, a couple things I want to point out. Yarnival. Buy your tickets now. Yarnmusic.net. Go check it out. It is at Pops Farm, the home of Roosterwalk. It will be the first weekend of October, 3 days. North Mississippi All-Stars, Caitlin Crisco. A lot of the bands that I just reviewed in this particular session will be there. And great accommodations, great time of year. Trees are changing color out there. And definitely come out, support Yarn, support the arts, sword swallowers, alternative arts, magicians. The list goes on. 3 days of absolute fun. Definitely come out for that. And just want to give a huge shout out to the musicians, songwriters, and all the bands this year at Roosterwalk. You definitely made our trip from Utah well worth it. And to all you East Coast bands, please make your way out west. We're ready for you to come to Utah. So if you're listening and you're looking for someone to help promote you as you come out west, by all means, please reach out to myself and the rest of my Utah crew, we are more than glad to help promote you and try and get you guys out here to expand your talents and what you're trying to do. So with that, thank you for listening to part 2 of the Roosterwalk series. Part 3 will be coming out soon, hopefully, and get it done by the end of this weekend. On this particular episode, we're going to be talking about the people, the relationships that makes this whole thing worth it. And when I say this whole thing, sharing a groove, just the amazing people that I've got to meet. As I mentioned in my last episode, Virginia, North Carolina, you've become an epicenter for me and my social connections through music. And really want to showcase a lot of that because this was like, once again, a family reunion. And we'll be talking about that in the next episode. So with that being said, thank you for taking in another episode of Sharing a Groove and have a good day.